Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I'm going to explain about how to teaching students via online because from this pandemic era from now in 2020 this year and this day I'm gonna giving the solution about what is the solution of as a teacher to teach students via physical distancing. So the topic the top first uh, we have to think about what is the topic first uh, to teaching and learning for the student. And for my solution for my thought is example. um, I give you the instruction for the material is persuasive sentence. uh, we should know about the what how to uh, how to make the persuasive sentence. You have to uh, you have to search what the facts about your argument. That's the key. So uh, I have the lesson plan about the persuasive sentence. It means like this. Yeah, like this. It's approximately like this. The lesson plan, the English for the material is the persuasive sentence. Okay. Uh, this material is for class 11th grade uh, on the first semester for on the first semester. Okay, and then uh, and what the objective of this learning from the persuasive sentence is there is 4 points here. uh, Determine the structure and language of the persuasive text read. The second, summing up the contents of the part of the persuasive text that is being read. Okay, and then the third is writing persuasive text such as suggestions, invitations, directions, and considerations with the persuade to avoid unvoters theme. For the theme, for the big topic, I use is persuade to avoid unvoters. The the unvoters in here is meaning of uh, 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 not become to uh, not unvoting the candidate of the government or uh, etc. like that, or even president election like that. And the fourth is presenting the contents of the persuasive text such as suggestions, invitation, directions, and considerations with the theme of the persuade to avoid unvoters that has been written previously. So uh, I have another reason about what is the learning objective of the topic of my giving to you for solution. It means persuasive text, and I have the comic strip for that to giving to giving brainwash what is it the new fresh material for giving the students like this, yeah, like this, yeah. From this comic, I have four characters, uh, four different typical characters for each. So the from the comic strip, I wish I make it. There is have one there's have one character who can explain about the facts to giving um, to giving solution how to avoid the unvoters, because um, the third other character is uh, is uh, is misunderstood about what is the important of the voting in election events. There's a it is the one is character about the can explain of the facts to persuade his friends. Okay, like this, yeah. Okay, and back to previously, I have uh, the other reason about what is the learning objective of my comic strip before, yeah, before. So I have I have five reasons. The first is we have to know how to making the persuasive sentence. That means how to tell the truth of the facts beside our persuading. So it means we as the if we want to persuading someone, we have to know about the facts and and can make sense about the logic for giving to another person. The second one is we should have the argues that making the speaker opponent thinking logically, and if this point um, there is have another man uh, to backing your to um, backing your response about the fact that you tell, and then you have to um, you have to tell about uh, that complaint of one person death. Okay, so actually this is rarely able to be used for learner also. Why? From the learning persuasive sentence uh, that I have that I tell, the learner can imagine what are the topics that can be used for making persuasive sentence. Everything is can be a persuasive sentence, such as um, if um, there's the other man uh, not giving the uh, not always betting. There's another man giving the reason and the fact about how to persuade that man before who don't want who who think the bath the bath is unimportant. So that's the example. Okay, uh, back to the lesson plan. Yeah, and then now I will tell you about what is the procedure or strategies to to learning activities. We have we as the teacher have three activities: pre-test, treatment, and post-test. Um, always three things to giving teach for our students. I have the pre-test activities here. I have 3 points of the pre-test activities. So the first one is the teacher gives greetings in the forum and checks the attendance of the students through the students attendance list in the Google Classroom. Uh, so I will use the Google Classroom for making student attendance. The format is list, just like list only. Why I choose Google Classroom? Because Google Classroom is not complicated to use it. Just just as the teacher giving the what is it the, the the posting, and then the students just comment below of our post. And the second is the teacher divides the students into 3 groups of 10 students. So it is after the attendance list in the Google Classroom. Yes, the teacher divides the students into 3 groups of 10 students. So I imagine in one class has 30 students, and I will divide students into 3 groups. So each group is 10 students, right? And the third one is the teacher conveys the competencies to be achieved in learning and an outline of the scope of material and activities that will be carried out to make persuasive text. So it means I give the each groups to making to make only one persuasive sentence that can be discussed about what the topic and what the big topic and what and or the big themes or of this. Okay, and next is treatments. So the treatments, I have a I have 7 points of the treatments like this. Okay, yeah. The first one is the teacher distributes examples of persuasive text to students in the room. So it's the must to giving the example first, how to making a good persuasive sentence. Uh, we should to know uh, we should to know about uh, what the persuade that we want to make, and then and then what the steps about how to making persuasive sentence. And the second, students observe the persuasive text that has been shared by the teacher. So and the three is questions and answers between teachers and students regarding the persuasive text that have been shared. The fourth, the teacher displays learning media in the form of a percentage of electronic media on the Google Classroom forum. So uh, so the teacher, I use the Google Classroom again to uh, to share about the short video, uh, how to making the how to making the good persuasive text. The fifth is students discuss in forums on Google Classroom related to writing persuasive text on the theme of the persuade to avoid unvoters according to the structure and rules proper language. This one. So, and then the students who have the divide groups, let the choose how who is vice as the groups, and then the comment below the electronic media that the teacher giving before. And the sixth is the teacher monitors the discussion in the classroom room and gives assistance if learners have difficulty. Uh, in here, the teacher, we as a teacher must to know and asking opinion to the students what is the most complicated, and then uh, and we can giving the solution of that who students asked before. The second the second point is students representing their groups explain the result of group discussions related to the structure and rules of the appropriate language of the persuasive text. And then next is post-test activities. I have the 3 points of them. The first one, yeah, like this. Yeah. The first one is the teacher gives a response to each group that has explained, and at the same time together the students conclude learning outcomes related to the persuasive text. So now the teacher have to respond like what is we can asking the student why the students making this theme, and how to how students searching the facts. And the second is the teacher gives assignment to each student writing persuasive text with the theme of the persuade to avoid unvoters according to the structures and rules of the language, exactly according to what has been discussed. And it's obviously the teacher gives assignment now to each student now, not for groups again. It's for each students now. And the three, the teacher conveys upcoming learner material. It means the teacher must to explain in shortly highlights about what is the next material to learning. Okay, and then so uh, this the media uh, of my learning activities is most I using Google Classroom. It because the Google Classroom is simply technique, simply media to uh, to interact by our students. Okay, thank you so much, and this is the my comic strips. Okay, okay. This okay. Okay. The climax of my comic strip about the persuasive sentence is from here. Uh, yeah, the the man who wear the orange jacket, asking asking what is the important about the electoral voting. So the man who wear the green jacket, the man who wear green jacket, yeah, like this, yeah, is explaining about what is what is it? What is the important? Uh, what is the important? We use our vote, and he have yes, in here in here in here it's the climax, and this is the start to explaining about the facts. uh, what is the negative effects if we have becoming to unvoters. and 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 after that and after that it should be one person that cannot to accept our arguments. It's always have, and he there were purple jackets giving the statement about the unimportant about voting elections. So this character giving back the arguments again, but don't forget to making this logically, and cannot be debate again. So from this from from this strip at the end is all of the all of the character have uh, have acceptable to who the who this character have argue about the uh, unim- about the important to voting electoral. Okay, and what if and how to how if the adult learner mm, learning this text this type text, it's okay because adult learner have more imaginations and have um, have what is it characterization uh, that 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 means can to be will can to persuading another person, another adult learner to making a persuading sentence or even text. That's why everything. That's why I could say that everything uh, can be the persuasive sentence. Okay. So thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.